Hey there gamers, Probably Senpai here, and we have some very exciting news to go over today concerning Disney Dreamlight Valley's summer update. Now before we go over everything in this new post from Disney Dreamlight Valley, I do want to say that I believe the summer update is on track for a mid-July release. Or I guess you could say mid to late July, just depends on how you look at it. So I personally believe that the summer update will be dropping on the 19th of July. I could be wrong, and there's a reason why I think this is the date, and I will discuss it at the end of this video. For now, let's take a look at today's post and look at the video teaser that they have dropped and discuss things like the new Dreamsnaps feature. We'll start just by reading this new Disney Dreamlight Valley tweet, which reads, "That's not a sugar rush you're feeling. That's a friendly new face racing into Disney Dreamlight Valley. Vanellope is lined up and ready to bring her speed and fantasy whimsy to the Dreamsnaps update, coming soon to a valley near you." So what we're going to do today is we're going to watch and review this really short little teaser. It's only 10 seconds long, but there's definitely a lot to unpack here. And after the video, we're going to dive into Dreamsnaps, what it may look like, and what kind of rewards we can expect. So with that said, let's go ahead and take a look at this teaser. Alright, so in this teaser, there's not a lot of unexpected things featured. Obviously, we see Vanellope, and we finally get a glimpse of Vanellope's house. The house is definitely looking good, and I'm glad we're finally getting some more candy-themed items to play around with what we already have. In addition to the house, we also have Vanellope's race car. Now, seeing the car isn't a surprise. They already told us that the car would be coming to Disney Dreamlight Valley as well, and it certainly looks like a really cool placeable item. Now, for me personally, I don't think that Vanellope's car is going to be part of a premium shop bundle or anything. My guess is that's going to be her level 10 friendship reward. Now, I could be wrong about that, but that's just my guess right now. Aside from the car and the house, we have some summer attire here fitting the vacation theme of what was called the summer update, now the Dreamsnaps update. And that's about everything we can unpack from this little 10-second trailer. If you noticed any more hidden gems or features or little Easter eggs, be sure to let me know in the comments. I've kind of glazed over it. I didn't see anything besides those little features, so just let me know if you noticed anything cool that I missed. Maybe we could do another video on it. For now, let's move on to discussing Dreamsnaps and how it's going to work. Now let's discuss the one item on everyone's mind. What is Dreamsnaps going to look like? On July 10th, Disney Dreamlight Valley shared the first details on Dreamsnaps. And before we get into what I think it's going to look like, let's read through these tweets and see exactly what they've said so far. The thread reads, "The Dreamsnaps update is coming soon, and with it, a brand new way to flex your creativity and earn exciting rewards. Submit a photo in a weekly challenge, vote on your favorites, earn weekly moonstones, and more. This new method of bringing content to the game specifically focuses on a new feature that will continue to receive updates and evolve over the coming months. Think of it as a smaller scale treat to tide you over between major content updates. We think Dreamsnaps will make your time in the valley even more rewarding and can't wait to hear what you think. Your feedback will be hugely important as we refine Dreamsnaps over the coming updates, so stay tuned for more." Now, I want to touch on a couple of things in this first thread. We'll start with the rewards, which they get into more detail about in the second thread, but it clearly says you can earn moonstones and more. Now, this could be exclusive furniture items or clothing. We have no idea what we're going to see yet, but it's very exciting that moonstones are not the only reward, even though that's one of the rewards I think we're all most interested in. The second thing I want to discuss is a little bit more of a theory or idea, but it's fun either way. So a couple of months ago, I released a video on what multiplayer may look like in Disney Dreamlight Valley. And one of the things we discussed was some data leaks that showed in the game file there was something called Ralphstagram. Ralphstagram seemed to be a new feature and social media platform that is built into Disney Dreamlight Valley. which has a lot of really fun implications. Now, this was found in the game files a long time ago. It could have changed, the name could have changed, the approach could have changed. Who knows? Nothing's really confirmed until it actually releases. But what I want to discuss here is the second part of this thread where they said, this new method of bringing content to the game specifically focuses on a new feature that will continue to receive updates and evolve over the coming months. I think this new feature may be Ralphstagram. If you think about our phone in the game, right now it's only tabbed as a camera, but it is listed as a smartphone, so it serves to reason that the phone will have some other utility besides just being used as a camera. I believe the smartphone in Disney Dreamlight Valley is what is going to be used to access Dreamsnaps and other content tied to this new feature. Either way, it has some very exciting implications, and if you haven't seen my video about the multiplayer theories, I'll leave a link for that down below in the video description. Check it out if you get a chance. With that out of the way, let's move on to the next thread. The following thread reads, yesterday we shared the first details about the Dreamsnaps update. Amidst the excitement, there were some great questions. While we'll be sharing more details over the coming week, we wanted to answer a couple of the most common ones. So let's dive into the Dreamsnaps below. Question 1. Who will be able to earn weekly moonstones? Answer. Each week, everyone who participates will earn a minimum of 300 moonstones. This amount can increase depending on your score and placement in that week's challenge. Even better, you can earn 50 moonstones per week just by voting. Excited to learn more? We'll be sharing a blog post soon that walks you through the entire Dreamsnaps process. Stay tuned for this and more information about launch timing coming soon. So with the Dreamsnaps update very quickly approaching, by the time you're watching this video, the dev blog may already be up and you may already know everything about Dreamsnaps. Best believe when that blog post does drop, I will be dropping an updated video on Dreamsnaps, so be sure to drop a like on the video and subscribe if you want to stay up to date on the Disney Dreamlight Valley information. Now, there is one major concern I've heard from my audience when it comes to Dreamsnaps. As shown here in this tweet, it seems that your placement in the Dreamsnaps challenges will be decided by community vote. Now, this has been a cause of concern for some players, and many have voiced their concern to me about this. And I think this is a really reasonable concern. A lot of people were worried that this could become more of a popularity contest, and creators like myself, or Sarah, or Mr. Star and Sky could potentially sweep the competition by racking up votes due to their popularity. Now, I want to be clear here, I am not saying in any way that myself or any of the other creators would want that. If we were to win, I think it would feel better for us knowing that we did it organically rather than farming votes from our audience. With that said, I personally believe the Disney Dreamlight Valley devs have already taken this into consideration. So, if winners are decided by community vote, how can we keep that fair? Well, I think the answer is quite clear, and I'm betting this is how it's gonna be structured. I guess we'll find out soon in the blog post. One way they can keep Dreamsnaps very fair and balanced is by pool voting. So, what does that mean? Well, essentially, that means you're not going to be able to just search up a creator or a person and just automatically vote for them. So, when a player goes to vote, they may be shown randomly selected entries. This could be 3 entries, 5 entries, 10 entries. I'm not sure exactly how many we may see when you go to vote, but this would keep the voting fair, as creators like myself wouldn't be able to have their following search up their entry and just throw tons of votes on it. And in my opinion, that would be entirely unfair to the average player. That's why I believe Dreamsnaps is going to be done more by pool voting rather than just being able to search up and vote for whoever you want. This would be a good way to keep Dreamsnaps fair and balanced. Either way, there's certainly a lot of exciting potential coming with this Dreamsnaps update. I honestly can't wait to know more, and I do believe we are going to know more very, very soon. And this brings us full circle to what we discussed at the beginning of this video. When will the release date be for the Dreamsnaps update? There are a few reasons I think the update will drop on July 19th. First off, that's when the premium shop refreshes. And as many of you are aware, the featured beach house we saw for the summer update hasn't dropped in the premium shop yet. Instead, we got the new premium shop items at the beginning of update 5, and then the premium shop cycled through all the old houses. As of yesterday, Mike and Sully's apartment dropped, making it the last of the old houses to make a return. So, what can we expect next Wednesday? Now, if the update doesn't launch on the 19th, then I think next Wednesday we can expect to see Eric's ship, as it is the only house that hasn't popped up in the premium shop during Update 5. However, I do want to point out that Eric's ship was featured the week before Update 5 dropped, so it was shared in the premium shop very recently. In addition to that, I dropped a whole video about expecting the update in early to mid-July just a couple of weeks ago, and I discussed the fact that on the roadmap, it showed Update 5 and the summer update above the same star path. So I think the current star path will still be active when we get the Dreamsnaps update. Also, with the previous update, when they finally dropped the teaser for the Remembering, Update 5 just dropped a few days later. In my opinion, it makes the most sense for them to drop the update on the day of a premium shop refresh. So personally, I believe it's going to drop July 19th, but as always, guys, I could be wrong. The last thing I want to say is that if you remember this tweet we read at the beginning of the video, it does state Vanellope is lined up and ready to bring her speed and fantasy whimsy to the Dreamsnaps update coming soon to a valley near you. This post insinuates that it's ready to go. Now it's just a marketing game. And I think that they've just opened the gates on the marketing. I believe over the next 5 to 6 days, we can expect to see the Dreamsnaps dev blog, more teasers and features related to the Dreamsnaps update, and other posts designed to generate hype and excitement. I think this new update is going to take the game in a really great direction. One of the issues I've noticed with Disney Dreamlight Valley is after an update comes out, usually 4 to 8 weeks after that, the player base really starts to drop off until the next update. That's because a lot of players just like to focus on the quest and storyline. Once they complete the new quest, there's not as much of an incentive to be active. The Dreamsnaps update is going to be something that can change that. By offering these weekly challenges, players will have a reason to come into Dreamlight Valley at least once a week to participate. Now, personally, I love design and decor. I love decorating, so I cannot wait to get my hands on Dreamsnaps and join the competition. It's gonna be so much fun. Be sure to let me know in the comments down below what you think of the new Dreamsnaps feature. Do you think the voting's gonna work as I described? Or do you think the devs will use some kind of other method? Like I mentioned before, as soon as the dev blog drops, I'll be making another video on Dreamsnaps, and I can't wait to dive into exactly how it all works. When the update does drop, you can bet that I will be live the second it does on my Twitch channel, so be sure to check the video description and follow me over on Twitch if you'd like to join in the fun. As mentioned earlier, please do me a favor and hit that like button. As a small full-time creator, I am working so hard to grow on YouTube, and you guys have been such a blessing. So thank you so much to everyone that likes and subscribes to the channel. It really does mean so much to me. We also now have channel members. So if you appreciate my news, tutorials, theories, or other gaming content, you can now support my journey and receive special benefits. Now, I don't expect everyone to do it. I know it's $4.99 a month, but if you find value in my content, appreciate the hard work that goes into it, and have the means to support a creator like me, please consider becoming a channel member. I'll put the link for that in the video description as well. As always, thank you so much for your time today, and good luck decorating your valley.